All right, guys, welcome back to One Hunnid. This is definitely not my favorite game, and I've known all along that we were going to come up against this. But for a moment there, I did hold hope that we could take North America, and Madrid could take South America. But ultimately, even though I was kind of hoping for that, that's really just life support for our game. Would have been cool, would have been great. But the fact is, I feel pretty confident about this. That with all of Europe, Middle East, Western Asia, and Africa, as well as South America, our sort of meager holdings, because this is a lot of territory, but up here the territories are larger. I mean, it's not terrible up here, but you can see these are really large territories. So what appears to be a big mass is not producing as much as you think, compared to some of these denser, smaller countries. See what I'm talking about. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is it would have been an uphill battle, almost impossible battle either way. But it would have been fun to fight that battle and see what would happen. At this point, my concern is that if these guys are smart, if the Pact of Madrid is smart, and they seem to be, they'll go ahead and alert these guys to the fact, hey, your enemy is occupied with a full-scale war over here, so feel free to have fun. That's what I would do, personally. I do have some people over here kind of trying to keep an eye. I've got my ally has a sub here who has remained undetected, which is great. We have eyes on them. They haven't moved anything serious our way that we know of. So we'll see. I mean, I've got, what is this? Just a bomber screwing around over here. I do have outposts. I haven't seen anything coming our way, so we'll see what happens. All right. So just to kind of keep you up to date, what's going on here is I think we've looked at the stats. If we look at just the basic stuff here, here I am, here I am, 183. Here's Hedjaz, 161. And the reward points are a decent way to look at how things are going, because that includes a lot of different metrics, how many troops you have, the morale, of your territories. I saw the actual equation one time, and it was like, whoa, pretty impressive stuff, like real mathematics, guys. But anyway, it's a decent metric of just seeing the relative power. One thing I will say is that what level is he? I'm just kind of curious because he kind of came at me in a noob way. Yeah, he's level 9, almost level 10. So, he opened fire on me. And by the time I was aware of it, like I woke up and this was happening. And it happened, of course, because our friend over here, Indochina, attacked in. Indochina, if you'll recall, had a big stack right here. And it was a decent little stack, and if we'd have coordinated our attack together, like, that's the thing is, like, I didn't want to attack, but I'm not entirely against it. But like, I had 11 bombers over here. My 11 bombers could have teamed up with my 5 fighters and done massive damage along here. And of course, you fly with your fighters to get that defensive capability. So they would have been just a juggernaut. You talk about, that's a 16 plane Air Force, 11 bombers and 5 fighters. That's a nice little package. But what has happened instead is my 5 fighters have eventually been taken down. And it does look like French Algeria has gone ahead and declared war on me. Might as well. It's going to happen. So he has a bomber fleet over here that's attacking into this group. But here's what's kind of noobish is, of course, I ran a group of infantry forward to neutralize this 6 cannon, and he let me. So I don't know what to say. Like, these cannon have been throwing graphics at me as if they're actually, look at that. Yeah. Hey, he's throwing. No, he's not. He's not doing anything. As soon as you engage them in melee, the cannon is not doing anything anymore. So these cannon are stuck there. You can see my 16 cannon has consistently been lobbing in here. I've lost 8 guys. It's embarrassing. How many has he lost? I don't even know if it'll show up all the guys. 32, but it was definitely more than that. But anyway, the other thing he lost, of course, is his fortress. And that's the other thing that having melee guys present at the scene does, is they can't gold mark their way out of damage. You can't force improvement when you're engaged in combat. So guess what, buddy? I don't care if you're a gold mark spammer. If I've got guys right there, you don't have anything to hide in. You don't have a bunker. So I'm here with a healthy bunker, level 3. I haven't really been hit that much. I did get hit early on. You can see that my level 2 factory did get bombed down, but this is still building because that's a level 1 item. So I may be able to add another cannon in there. Got a cannon rolling in. So eventually we'll have 18 cannon there. This is not a super huge stack, like I've fielded larger stacks by far in various other wars. But, I got stuff still continuing to stream in. Another cannon back here. And I've got a tank back here coming in. And he has stuff streaming in as well. But if you look at these two stacks, it's just, come on, these, and by the way, these heavy tanks really stiffen, and this tank really stiffen up this huge beefy stack of infantry. So it's, I'm just going to keep on sending in, by the way, because that's what you do. Keep on sending in infantry to clog up his drains, and of course that twofold, make his artillery useless and keep him from spamming Goldmark to build new fortresses there. So things are going great. I have 100 guys. I'm just holding over here. It's like, hey, come on over here, attack me. Please. This is what, a level 4? It used to be a level 4. Let me see. Do I have it? I do. Let me go ahead and just fix that up. Why not? And then 12 more streaming in, so I'll have like 110 there. And then those guys can also reinforce over to here if necessary. So here's what I figured. Hedgehaz kind of came at me a little bit of a smarmy attitude. I'll just show you. Why not? That's what we're here for, isn't it? To dig deep into this game. So where are you, Hedgehaz? Because I play Hedgehaz in other games. I recognize that fine. So I asked him about that move. I thought, at a certain point we would share maps so that we could both tell we're not building up. And then I would have agreed to this if your ally hadn't just dragged me into a war. And then I said, goddamn noob move, because it is. It's like, why the hell did my ally attack without consulting anyone on our team, without letting us get into place or whatever? And then, well, that was my opinion too. And he didn't exactly put up much fight. And that's true too. I was like, yeah, he had one stack and it was on the coast, which it was vulnerable to the Navy. And the rest of his territory is protected behind me. So in other words, I was kind of painting a picture of like, look at Indochina. Come on, man. Like, look at his entire, it's like he comes out from behind a curtain and just swings a bat at a at a beehive, and then just ducks back behind the curtain, And but don't get me wrong, he lost a big stack. Like, that was a nice little beefy stack there, that could have been as part of a coordinated attack across the front. Could have been cool. But then here's the other thing: is if it's a coast, don't build up beefy stacks on a coastal area when there are enemy battleships around. So that's just, come on, guys. That's please. So anyway, I mentioned that to him. And then this is where it's like, I was kind of like, oh man, come on, dude. Then he goes, I am well aware of where it was. I'm also well aware that I was attacked without provocation, which makes it twice in a week that your coalition has done so. And so that also is true. I don't know if you're keeping up with this, but New South Wales, who's the other like super tiny background guy down here, he's definitely a new player, and he's he doesn't pretend any otherwise. He knows he's a new player. But for whatever reason, he attacked in here earlier too with a really small force. And I think he just kind of figured like, hey, I'm just attacking across like we all are. But you just have to be aware of the larger game dynamics. You have to look for this little guy over here that tells whether someone's in a coalition. You do have to check and see how many are they a force to be reckoned with. 82 territories, and then you check how many you have. I have 100, so that's more or less or whatever. But anyway, so that was, but you could tell like he's starting to get arrogant with that tone of like, I'm well aware. So I come back with this little, I couldn't help but poke at him. It's like, my friend, your power is crumbling. And it's true. You can see he's only got like 100 infantry left. I have 500 and tanks. I say, you have the arrogance of a child who is hiding behind his big brother. LOL. Let's hope French Algeria arrives soon to save you. Haha. So you guys will get to know me. Like, I'm an honorable guy and I'm honest in this game, and I'm overall a pretty nice person. But like, sometimes if somebody rubs me the wrong way, I can't help but just dig a little bit, And the fact is, they're going to steamroll us. There's no question about it. It's going to happen. But it's fun to piss people off. It really is. And I'm going to win this battle right here, and I'm probably going to push into his territory a little bit. It is unfortunate that there are fighters on the scene here. You can see these 5. They're going to negate my bombers for a while, But luckily, I kind of foresaw that a little bit because I do have fighters in production, several places. That one's almost done. I believe I've got it in several locations, but I've been building a ton of subs. Oh my gosh, I'm really hoping to just send a huge stack of subs in here and just sneak attack somebody. I don't know. It'll be fun. Anyway, a lot of stuff going on here, but it's not good. None of it is good. So I'll keep on keeping you guys abreast here. Of course, up here with Russia and Yakutia, again, we had a chance to really. He's a strong player. He was moving his stuff westward, and then if we'd have been able to strike some kind of bargain here, he could have moved his entire force east, and I think we really could have spanked California over here. But that's all done with now. So, I am, after all, I am King Spankerton, and so I love spanking people, not in a sexual way, although not against that either. All right, so see you guys later. Thanks for checking in. Adios, amigos.